We have a really simple hello.js file. Let's do something a little more interesting. So Node.js, like any framework, right? The language itself is not very interesting, right? Whether it's Java or Python or JavaScript, it's really where the power lies mostly is on the community that is using that language and all the libraries, right, that have been built around that particular framework. And JavaScript is no different. One of the more popular uses of Node.js is to quickly and very easily create middle tier applications. And one of the more popular libraries is the Express library. Now, together, the N and the E in Express, so the N in Node.js and the E in Express together, they form the N and the E in the mean stack, right? M, E, A, N, right? So the E, N, and the N is for Node and Express. So Express happens to be a very popular module or library in the Node.js community. Right, so let's install that. Right, so from the command line at the root of your Node.js application, we can install it by using npm install and then Express and save. Right, that's going to save and make an entry into your package.json, right, as a permanent dependency. Express is going to be a dependency of your application. Right, so we're going to do that. It's going to download Express, right, and what it's going to do, if you do an ls, right, what it'll do is that it will create a new node underscore modules directory, right. That's where it's going to copy any libraries, right, that your project depends on, right. So it added it to the node underscore modules, right. If you look at the content of node underscore modules, it's pretty extensive, right. These are all libraries that Express. We really only wanted to install Express, but Express has itself dependencies, right, of other things, right. So there's a dependency tree that says, Express depends on these other things, so all those other things also need to be installed. So there you go, they're installed. Okay, so and everything lives under Node. All the libraries live under here. Now, the also in package.json, if you look at the content now of package.json, you'll notice that there's a new entry in your package.json showing that Express is a dependency of your application, meaning your application, right, won't be able to run unless it has Express. I mean, that's what we installed it, right, because we're going to be using Express as part of our development. Okay, we're going to build middle tiers, and that's what Express is used for. Meaning, when somebody wants to use your application, right, they'll clone it down from GitHub. And what they'll do is they'll do an npm install, right? Only install npm install. So npm install, what it does is that it looks at your package.json, it iterates over all your dependencies, and it installs each one of the dependencies one by one, right? So if it's not in your package.json, npm install will not know that you have a dependency in a dependent library, and it won't run. Your application will break. Okay, so whenever you see cases where it's running fine locally on your machine, but it's not running fine when you deploy it in a remote server, make sure you'll take a look at your dependencies and make sure that the correct dependencies are listed there. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So we just installed Express. Let's start using it.